Oluganda kulya olusu lwa njala terudda. Which means when you feed a brother, he will always, or sister, he will always come back. And in the words of my and many people's here alma mater, Gakyali Mawaga. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Honorable Ambassador Perez Kamdanwe. I just wanted to read a few things here that I think are also important. We were talking about institutions, and I found a page here about the National University of Rwanda. Auntie, is this the one in Butare? Okay, that's South Rwanda. And they say that the National University of Rwanda embraces the launching and look forward to collaborating with the Breast Cancer Initiative with East Africa. The mission is a great mission to support the establishment of advocacy, awareness, education, empowerment, and research services on breast cancer affecting women in Rwanda and East Africa at large. And I also saw a message here from the University of Texas, MD Anderson Cancer Center. I'm sure you all are familiar with that, those of you who live here in Houston. And they say, MD Anderson salutes the historic efforts of the Breast Cancer Initiative East Africa to reduce the burden of cancer. I'd like you all to repeat something with me. Seem like you're all dozing off. I don't need you to do that. I want a message to reverberate when you go home. Please repeat after me. My people perish for lack of knowledge. My people perish for lack of knowledge. My people perish for lack of knowledge. Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. Yes, Auntie Anne, I can preach. Dr. Nicholas Masozera, please, would you join me up on the stage? I am so sorry. Dr. Nicholas and his wife Karen are part of our community here in Houston, and model parents for me and my wife.
Thank you so much. It gives me a great pleasure to be here and actually witness this. By the way, I'm one of the people that owes a lot to Professor Perez Kamdanwe. I go back about 20 years with him when I first came here, and he took me under his wing, and I am forever, and I will forever be grateful. And when I moved down here to Houston, one of the first people I met was Lee and Philippa DeQueer when I moved to Houston in 1991. I'd been going to school in New York City. And I was living in a small apartment on Holly Hall, and Lee came and picked me up and took me to their house, and you know, just like George was saying earlier, I became one of the family. And you know, I was always at their house every weekend that I could get. Young bachelor, get some good home-cooked food, so I was there. And one day in 1994, I get a phone call from Philip that says, you know what, I found a lump, and I need to go see a doctor. I said, oh, you know, I was a doctor. He said, oh, probably, you know, it didn't register. So she goes and gets the biopsy, and oh, you'll be all right, you'll be all right. And then, next thing is, it's malignant. Wow. And then the whole thing with the chemotherapy, I was there and I saw it. Very difficult. And I actually remember that last chemo, I think it was the 8th that you were talking about, and there was one more that she was supposed to have. She said, I can't take it anymore, I can't take it anymore, I'm not doing it again. I remember those times. And then, as you know, with breast cancer, people talk about 5-year survival rates. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Okay, we made 5. And I am really honored to see all of you. And actually, one of the reasons that I'm talking about Philippa, but I want to thank each and every one of you that is here today. I sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank you for being here, because you're really contributing to a great cause. This is something that Philippa has a passion for. This is something that you can see where it's going. This is something that is going to help people who have absolutely no alternatives. We're not under any illusions here. The people that Philippa is trying to help are not going to get the best chemotherapy out there. They're not going to get somebody to monitor their blood counts and do all that fancy stuff. But we're going to be able to detect it early and give them a chance. If we can do that, we'll have done a lot. And that is our humble thing that we're trying to do. That's our humble mission. Early detection and early treatment. The forms of treatment that we can do. That will really be something. I could go on, but I think I'll stop right there. I want to thank all of you who have come here. Like the night is still young, there's a lot of other things, there's some beautiful things that you can still look at in support of this mission that Philippa has. But it is indeed a noble mission. And I'll stop right here. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you, Doctor. Good of you all to be here today, including your mother-in-law. Thank you, Auntie, for coming. Okay, Dr. Smith, this is for you from Auntie Philippa. Okay, ladies.